You're back on Hardcore Classic 100.3 FM, Thomas Rock, Direct, DJ Craft. As you guys might know, we broadcast from Macarthur. 2MCR stands for Macarthur Community Radio. And we're all from Campbelltown, so it's always good to have some of the local guys in, man. And we're blessed tonight, one of the finest, man, up-and-coming MCs. We've got Kerser, also in the house. We've got Mr. Iz from Sit Hop. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
How you going, man?
Just chilling, bro.
What's going on?
That's it. So what's happening? You guys, you're pushing the mixtape, yeah?
Yeah, we just printed up 300, sold them all. We're going from them sweet.
Yeah, it's called Straight Out the Gutter. Basically, Kerser put probably the last 3 years of his work in recording in studios and compiled the best, about 18 tracks, and the features on it are Hijack and Torture, Rates 1, Boobs 1 and myself, and Rates 1 and Boobs 1 are a bunch of MCs that are from the Campbelltown area as well, so it's
nice.
basically helping them out as well, and that's what we're all about, helping out rappers and getting them out. And
Rates 1's also my brother, and Boobs 1's my best mate, so...
Cool.
So it's a bit close relationship, but it's all good.
They're all crew.
Say again, man?
They're all crew.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man, we've got this running thing on the show where we talk about like mad MC names, but Boobs 1, man. That's one of those ones that takes the title, man. It's one of those names
since like year 5, man. Big shout out to him too.
That's it, man. That's a name you make up in year 5 and you go, that's it for life, man.
Yeah.
Boobs 1. So, no, congrats to him, but I want your name, man. All right?
It's a tough name, but he reps it well.
That's it. That's it. So, all right, well, break down exactly where in Campbelltown you guys are from, man.
I grew up in St Andrews, lived there till I was 18, then I moved to Ingleburn. So yeah, we're from that area, and Izzo here's from Homebush.
Yeah, I live in Homebush at the moment, but I'm originally from the eastern suburbs.
We won't hold that against you, man. Don't worry.
Me and Walker, the only ones out, but I basically every weekend I'm hanging around in Campbelltown with all these boys, and
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We used to be all against, West versus East, and then Walker brokered the peace treaty, man. So you're cool, all right? Big shout out to Walker, so thank you for that. So, all right, so you got the guests on there. Break down this is going to be new to a lot of people. Some of it's new to me as well, man, but it's cool stuff what I've heard. So break down where you're coming from with your music, man, if you can. I know it's a broad question, but...
Yeah. Pretty much I rap about life circumstances. Growing up in Campbelltown, what it was all about. I like to add some comical stuff in there too. Break the ice a bit, so it's not too full on. Nah. And yeah, it's pretty much life views in there. There's a lot of deep shit on there that, I can only put in words to rap.
Yeah,
the only way I can express myself, hey?
Yeah, and your flow works in this, man. A big thing we're saying to dudes listening to is like, check out different styles, check out different things, but your flow, I can't say exactly what it reminds me of, but it works, man. That's cool stuff for getting across.
It's pretty good, man. Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's sort of one of those things that stands out. That's what you put a lot of marks on MCs. If you put them all on a posse track, like which dudes are going to stand out to you and stuff like that, and that just comes down to style so much more than what someone's saying. So, cool stuff, man. How did the hookup with Hijack and Torture come about, mate?
I record at Electric Sun Studio. Out at Blacktown there.
Cool.
And yeah, we always hit the piss when we go there. Met Hijack and Torture. They're really cool dudes, man. We just started talking, built a bit of a friendship, and then went from there with that.
Good stuff, man. They're good guys, man.
Yeah, they
Hijack
are.
and Torture, Sydney
done a lot
veterans,
scene,
man.
Yeah.
That's it. They used to be on Hardcore Classic like 10 years ago, man.
Yeah.
So, it's good to have that connection. But good hardcore hip-hop, man. It's good to see more hardcore hip-hop coming out from Sydney. On that note, what are you guys pushing? Break down Sit Hop for people listening, man.
Basically, Sit Hop's basically what you guys do, man, like Hardcore Classic. I was trying to put music out there for people, good hardcore music and good music in general for hip-hop, and basically, like, I've been around for a while, and I've just basically, I meet someone, become mates with them, treat them like family, and just help them, man. Help them introduce them to people, put out releases, help them with designs, and get them gigs, and basically just give them the step which they don't know how to get currently because they're not in that network of the scene.
But that's it, just helping them strengthen each other through that sort of process.
Basically, it's just giving people that push.
I think the good thing about it too is we're all mates. It's like a massive crew, man. We all get along.
I only put people in that I get on with personally, and that are also have got something. Basically, I'm not trying to be an elitist, but basically, it's just if I get along with you, you might be the best rapper in the world, but if I don't get along with you, then our relationship's not going to work out.
I'm with you on that one, man. Because you know what, the quality of hip-hop as an experience or a culture is built on that totally, man. If it's built on, what commercial success you might think you have, you've failed before you even leave the gates, man.
That's true.
Back at that. I think I used to quote that from maybe you heard this as well. Cope 2 on one of his docos from way back said, "I don't care if like you're the wackest dude. If you're a cool dude in the hip hop or the pieces we paint, it's a good experience. I'm gonna do that. But if you can be the most talented dude, but if you're a dick, forget
That's
it.
the thing, man.
We're not doing it, man.
You got to get along with people.
That's it. So what's happening in terms of events or the stuff you're releasing? What should people be checking out for, man?
We're doing a lot of gigs lately. We're part of the Reverb tour and Tycotics album launch tour. We got a couple more gigs coming up. We got one on
this Saturday.
This Saturday at the Sandringham Hotel, the Sando at Newtown. That's about 387 King Street, and we've got one on Australia Day up in the Central Coast at the Woodport Inn, and we're main
Anzac
support.
Day, that is.
Main support for Fundamentals, and we've got one May 16 at all ages gig at Waverley Bowling Club, and we've got one at the Street Uni now on May 15.
It's just announced.
Yeah,
exclusive.
Yeah, and we got a couple more, and basically other than that, we've just been hustling our tape throughout the streets to mates, people at gigs, and we sold our first press. And currently, me, Kerser, and Rates One are working on a kind of like a mixtape together, but we're going to release this like a Sid Hop compilation early next year.
Man, nice.
And we're just going to put whatever tracks we like on there that we've done over the past probably maybe about 20 or something tracks or whatever, and just to give everyone a reputation.
A few hot collabs to look out for on that too.
Definitely.
Cool. So how the show's been so far that you guys been doing, man?
Oh man, they've been crazy, eh? Like
definitely. We've moved a lot of
crowd
pre-sales
support
for them, and because we got a lot of boys out Campbelltown way that just want to see Kerser rap, so we bring a big crowd to the gigs, and people just spun out by the people we walk in with and that. But
I remember
good,
we used to do that back in the day, man. That you'd go to a place like Bar Broadway or whatever, and you'd hear it. Your female friends would go to the toilets and they'd hear, what the hell's going on here, man? What are people doing here? Like, hip hop dudes. Yeah, surprise for them. It's a hip hop gig,
We walked in like 50 people, and people were just, security's even scared, like. But it's good, man. We've got a lot of support from the local boys and that, and that's what basically we're about. We're just doing it for our mates and people like that. Cool.
So, who's making the beats for this sort of stuff, man? Who you working with mostly for your backing tracks?
Basically, we've been in touch with a producer from Melbourne called Schizo, from Schizo Beats, and we've actually, for our mixtape, we've actually hooked up with Nebs from That's Nem, and he's going to be making a few more beats for Kerser in the future. And other than that,
they've been jacked off the internet.
Yep, the underground way. But no, we've had a couple of producers get at us about beats and shit from the mixtape, so
I'm hoping to release an album next year, so we'll have some dope producers on that. Some of Sydney's finest, so keep an eye out.
Yeah.
No, tell us a bit more about that, man. What do you got planned for the?
I've got a LP coming out next year, I'll say. Probably come out 3 years later, but I'll say next year. No, I've got some producers, as Izzo said. I've got Nebs from That's Them. We're going to do some work later on. I'm hooking up with Schizo from Melbourne. He's got the more grimy, raw type of beats. And then we got our other few from America, so yeah.
It's going to be good.
Okay, so how you guys got any shouts you want to give to people listening in?
Yeah, ABK225.
Yeah, shout out to ABK225 and TBK162. All my boys out there.
Nice. And for the people who are just hearing you for the first time, man, how do people check out your stuff?
Go to sidhop.com. From there, you'll hear a few of Izzo's tracks. Then find my MySpace, hit that up.
Yeah, so sydhop.com, and that links to the MySpace, and got my stuff up there, and then top friends is Kerser.
Pure raw Campbelltown hip hop. Yeah. Suss it out.
That's it. All right, we'll post that up in the chat right now, man. We'll put the link in there so that people who can listen, who are online.
Big up to everyone in the chat room.
That's it. So that thing's growing. It's going to get out of control, man. I'm already worried about that, man. I'm worried about that chat. So, all right, well, listen, we're going to hear some more of your music now, man. What do we got queued up next?
Sydney Campbelltown.
What's it about, man?
It's a track about growing up in Campbelltown. Everything pretty much I've been through, what goes on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, it's pretty much real. Dead set down the line what happens.
No worries. All right, thanks for coming to the studio and checking us all out, man. We'll get you guys back for the freestyles a little bit later. Kerser, Mr. Iz. Cheers, man.